While the hype of the flagship performance or comfort tyres might grab more attention, for many owners, something more down-to-earth is appropriate. You're watching Asia's Ultimate Tyre Awards, where we find out which are the best tyres that you can buy in Southeast Asia. In this video, we'll be taking a look at mainstream tyres. These are the working class heroes of tyres. If they could sing, they'd be the Bruce Springsteens or Bon Jovis of the rubber world. But we're halfway there. See what I did there? Car ownership in Singapore is expensive, and most people own just the one daily driver. This car and the tyres it runs on has to be durable, fuel efficient, safe and comfortable. Most of all, it also can't break the bank.
The car we used for this category was the Kia Stonic M-hybrid. It's highly representative of the small crossovers that are so popular among families and private hire drivers alike in Singapore, and the type of car that tyres like these are often found on. These tyres were in the 205/55 R16 size, which is extremely common among Cat A COE cars. The contenders are the Michelin Energy XM2+, the Goodyear Assurance Triplemax 2, newcomer Rydanz with its Roadster R02, and the popular Tokul XWonder TH1. Now, these last two ones are Chinese tyres and they have a bit of reputation in Singapore, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare against established brands. This was the most competitive of all our tyre categories with just 2%. I repeat, just 2% separating last and first place in our final tally. Now, at this point, I just like to say that because the scores are so close, a different weightage than ours will easily affect the rankings. We place equal importance on grip, noise, rolling resistance, and slightly less on braking. But if anyone wants to derive their own conclusions, we'd like to invite them to check out the raw data over on AUTA.sg.
In fourth place is the Goodyear Assurance Triplemax. Generally a solid all-rounder, its only letdown was in the dry braking, with a score that was 6 meters or 25% worse than the class best. Other than that, it placed either second or third in all the other tests. Dry grip was its best result, nearly equaling the best in class, and it performed fairly well in the others as well.
Next is the Michelin Energy XM2+. It may only be third, but its final score was only 1% away from the winner, but it's no means a disappointing result. It excelled in both dry and wet grip, and it was the second quietest in this category. However, it did poorly for rolling resistance. A point to note though is although the Michelins are quite pricey, independent testing by TUV has found that when worn to just above the minimum thread depth, the XM2 Plus will still brake significantly shorter than other premium competitors, giving 25% more mileage than rivals.
In second was probably the most popular budget tyre brand at the moment, Tokul, with its XWonder TH1. It's well known that these are priced extremely aggressively, and we see so many cars, PHVs especially, with the Tokul decal on the rear windscreen. So of course, we had to find out whether it is indeed too good to be true. And the short answer, at least in the brand new condition that we tested them in, is no. The XWonder TH1 is a performance biased tyre, or at least it's labelled as one, and it offered the best braking in the wet and the dry, and it had good grip in the wet too. It only suffered in rolling resistance, and in the noise test, where our testers and marshals observed that it was notably louder even without having to check the decibel meter. Of course, we can't speak for the longevity of these tyres, but as tested, it was a surprising performance.
Which brings us to our winner, the Rydanz Roadster R02. Rydanz is a new brand from China, which claims does a lot of international testing. We understand from the distributor that they are currently testing an SUV tyre in New Zealand. And interestingly enough, it also manufactures its own slick racing and semi-slick track day tyres. Although the Roadster R02 is labelled as a UHP tyre, it didn't perform that well in either the braking or grip tests. However, it crushed the competition in the noise and rolling resistance tests. And since our weightage in this category was geared towards everyday driving, the Rydanz won by the slimmest of margins, which makes the Rydanz Roadster R02 Asia's Ultimate Tyre Awards Mainstream Tyre of the Year.
So to answer the question, do these tyres from China deserve their bad reputation? Based on our data, it seems not if the results from Rydanz and Tokul are anything to go by. This is why we test tyres at AUTA, to verify facts and debunk myths. Every once in a while, some results might surprise us. For more surprising results and conclusions, stick with us. Give this video a like and subscribe to our channel.